Hello, and thank you for logging on to read another story with me. Today, we are going to be reading a really great story, and it's written by one of my favorite authors of all time. We're going to be reading Whistles for Willie, and it's written by Ezra Jack Keats. What I love about this book is it's the same character from another book that I really like. If you've ever read The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats, it's about a little boy named Peter who goes and plays in the snow. This is the same character, Peter. It's a different season right now, you can tell by his clothes, and it's a different story. So it takes our same character, similar setting, different season, and we're going to hear a different story about them, which is pretty cool. So let's see if we can get started reading Whistle for Willie. While we're reading this, I want you thinking, what are the most important things that I could retell about the story? Could I do my 5-finger retell where I say the characters, setting, beginning, middle, end? And if I can remember more in the middle and I can do more about that, that's awesome. But if we can get those 5 things done, then that's good. We can get a lot of great things retold for our story. So let's get started. Oh, how Peter wished he could whistle. Oh, and I hope you're thinking of your 5-finger retell. That's our first finger. Our character's Peter. He saw a boy playing with his dog. Whenever the boy whistled, the dog ran straight to him. Peter tried and tried to whistle, but he couldn't. So instead, he began to turn himself around and around and around he whirled, faster and faster. I love the illustrations in this book, too. They're so cool to look at. When he stopped, everything turned upside down. And up and down and around and around. Have you ever felt like that after spinning in a circle around and around? I know I have. Peter saw his dog Willie coming. Quick as a wink, he hid in an empty carton lying on the sidewalk. Wouldn't it be funny if I whistled? Peter thought. Willie would stop and look all around to see who it was. Peter tried again to whistle, but still he couldn't. So, Willie just walked on. Oh, I think that I'm kind of getting an idea for what's happening at the beginning of the story, right? Peter's trying to whistle. He wants to whistle for his dog, and he can't do it. That's what's happening at the beginning. Peter got out of the carton and started home. On the way, he took some colored chalks out of his pocket and drew a long, long line. Right up to his door. He stood there and tried to whistle again. He blew till his cheeks were tired, but nothing happened. Look at that long line. So I'm getting an idea for the setting, too. Do we think we're out in the country? Probably more so in a city. Thinking, too, it's probably summer or spring, maybe? Looking at his clothes. He went into his house and put on his father's old hat to make himself feel more grown up. He looked into the mirror to practice whistling. Still no whistle. When his mother saw what he was doing, Peter pretended that he was his father. He said, "I've come home early today, dear. Is Peter here?" His mother answered, "Why, no, he's outside with Willie." "Well, I'll go out and look for them," said Peter. That's funny. Ooh, and another character. First, he walked along a crack in the sidewalk. Then he tried to run away from his shadow. He jumped off his shadow, but when he landed, they were together again. He came to the corner where the carton was, and who should he see but Willie? Peter scrambled under the carton. He blew and blew and blew. Suddenly, out came a real whistle. Willie stopped and looked around to see who it was. Could finally whistle. "It's me," Peter shouted, and stood up. Willie raced to him. Peter ran home to show his father and mother what he could do. They loved Peter's whistling. So did Willie. Peter's mother asked him and Willie to go on an errand to the grocery store. He whistled all the way there and whistled all the way home. The end. All right, I love that book. It's such a fun story. So, your job now is to see if you can do your 5-finger retell. If you can do the 5 most important parts. Characters, setting, beginning, middle, end. If you can add more in there and you want to turn it into a 6, 7, or 8-finger retell, that's great. If you can remember more details from the middle, that's totally fine. But I want to see if you can get at least 5 done. That'd be awesome. All right, thanks for tuning in for another story. Have a great day. Bye.